Hello, everyone. Great to have you here, and great to see so many people having interest in building trustworthy multimodal AI. Before we start, I have a few announcements to make. First, I would like you to note that this session will be recorded. If you prefer not to be in the recording, feel free to turn off your camera. This video will be uploaded on the YouTube and will be shared on our LinkedIn page afterwards. Also, we will share some useful tips, useful links, including the presentation slide at the end of the webinar. Lastly, for questions, if you have any questions, you can use the Google Meet chat or the Q&A feature on the Google Meet. Or if you don't prefer to ask in person, that opportunity will be given to you at the very point. I'm Charles Sanja. I'm the senior AI research engineer at the University of Sheffield, and also a lead developer of the OMAB initiative, and as well as the Multimodal 2026 Hackathon. I'm genuinely excited to kick off this Multimodal 2026 Hackathon webinar with you today. I'll also be your host, your Hackathon coordinator on the day, helping you with the flow of activity and supporting teams throughout the entire event. And not only will you be left alone, you will also have some experts from the clinical housing robotics and also from the evaluation domain and available to support you as you build. Today's session is your launch pad into the hackathon. By the end of this webinar, you will have a clear picture of what the hackathon is designed to achieve, how the challenge is structured, and what you'll be working with, like the data sets, potential starting ideas, and example demos. And lastly, you will also know how to prepare for the in-person event on the 10th of June at UCL East. Think of this as your orientation, everything you need to start strong and stay focused. Hello. So this year's theme is Prove It. Prove It, building evidence for trustworthy multimodal AI deployment. It captures a major shift happening across the AI landscape. We are moving from can your model perform to can your model be trusted in the real world scenarios. This hackathon is built around real world use cases from the OMAB round one funded projects. And it represented as three strands. And the first one is the clinical, the social housing, and the robotics. Across all these sectors, the message is consistent. And the message is AI must earn trust. So we see that organizations are asking the same question. And one of the things is they're asking for evidence. They're not asking for assumption, asking for transparency, not black boxes, robustness, not just accuracy. And lastly, they're asking for deployment-ready reasoning, not just only a benchmark. So performance alone is no longer enough. We need systems that can stand up to real-world scrutinies. So each strand and the hackathon is designed to spark creativity and make the hackathon genuinely enjoyable by all participants, while we keep sight of the most serious objective, which is the trustworthy multimodal AI deployment. So every team will produce two outputs, and the first is a solution they choose to build, and the second will be a set of structured, strand-specific evidence as their deliverables. So the curated data set for each strand is a foundation for both. So this hackathon places you right at the spot, right at the center of this shift, engaging with the real world, the real questions that matters when AI leave the laboratory to the society. So by participating, you are not just building a system, you are building evidence for why your system should be trusted. So thank you for being here and for bringing your energy and curiosity. Let's dive in and explore what this hackathon has in store. I'll now hand over to the next speaker to take us into the challenge details.
Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Mohammed Beni, and I am an AI research engineer, and I'm a part of OMAB team on behalf of the UK OMA. So today we are going to speak how we earn trust in AI, not just building another AI model. So the title for this hackathon is just two words: prove it. The question we care about is not, can you build another AI model? Plenty of people can do it. But the question we care is that, could you prove that this model deserves to be trusted? So, trust for AI systems need to be earned with evidence. These AI systems are placed in high-stakes places. For example, nowadays, multimodal AI systems are beyond lab curiosity. They are in ICUs and hospitals, in social housing and robotic platforms. But the uncomfortable question here is that, can the people who depend on this system actually trust them? For example, patients, clients, can they trust them? This trust should be earned with evidence, not just a feeling to be assumed. Let's look at the different three strands for this hackathon. And there are a couple of questions worth answering. First strand is clinical strands. And the question is that, can you trust an AI in the ICU? You will work with 3 AI models predicting which ICU patients will deteriorate in the next 24 hours. For the final deliverables for these strands, for example, there is a model safety report you need to build, and this is there should be a verdict per model. It is approved, it is conditional, or not approved. All should be backed by evidence, and also an OMAB pathway manifest as a JSON file. There are some potential direction. Each team can choose one. First potential direction is that AI readiness decision support. You will help a hospital decide if a model is ready for deployment, restricted use, more validation, or just rejection. The second potential direction is that bedside alarm explainability product. You will provide plain language reasoning behind every AI alarm, and clinicians can accept or just override with one tap. For the second strand, which is housing strand, the question is, can you trust a dataset used for housing decision? Is the dataset good enough for building benchmark? You will work with months of sensor reading across 120 social housing properties ahead of boiler upgrade decisions. There are examples of final deliverables. For example, the dataset audit report, you should provide a verdict for the dataset. It is approved, conditional, or not approved, as well as the OMAB pathway manifest as a JSON file. The potential direction for this strand that each team can choose is first one, cold home intelligence service, which you need to rank properties by cold risk score for a housing provider's asset management team. The second potential direction could be heating failure prediction and fairness audit. You need to flag households at the risk of heating failure with an explainability layer and a fairness check. The final strand for this hackathon is a robotic strand sonar. The question is that can your robotics evidence be trusted beyond the lab? You will work with UCL Nottingham UR5E teleoperation datasets such as network samples, command acts, and station audit logs. There are final deliverables for this strand, which is a Sonar Campus subportal, a set of 5 strand-specific evidence. And the example could be a federation manifest, which is a JSON file, and the robot data dashboard. Potential directions for these strands are, first, sim to real gap metric subportal. You need to design and validate a novel metric quantifying the simulation to reality gap with a proposal page. The second potential direction for this strand is that accessible co-creation subportal. You should build the most usable practitioner-ready subportal with a brief real usability test. Okay, the bar are creativity, evidence quality, clarity, and deployability. There are 3 strands all judged on the same 4 things. On the presentation day, which is on 11th of June, you need to present your work. Judges will ask questions. Your team must understand what you built and why you built in this way. So the first judging criteria is creativity. Is your approach original with a clear point of view? For the evidence quality, did you find real quantified failure modes, not just describe some possibilities? And for clarity, if a non-technical practitioner, such as a clinician, can act on it or not. For deployability, your work needs to be close to something your real team could publish or really use. If you've been in a hackathon before, you must know the format. Most hackathon ask you to build the best model. You need to optimize accuracy on a benchmark, or for example, the winner team is a team who get the highest leaderboard score. You are asked to build a demo of a working prototype. But what about the failure modes? The failure modes are left to discover for someone after deployment. Here is the difference in this hackathon. We ask you to audit the system for trust. We want you to quantify real failure modes, and the winner team is not the team who get the highest leaderboard score, is the team who has the strongest evidence for their work. And finally, you need to produce a deployable structured report for your work. So, why you give up a day to join us? Here are 5 reasons for this. First, you have the chance to explore genuine real-world challenges for trustworthy multimodal AI. You will contribute to produce real research tools through collaboration work. And you contribute in building ideas that people, mainly the founders and the users, can trust and understand. And you have experienced how future of AI assurance is shaped by regulation. And yes, top teams will win Amazon Voucher as prizes. And this is not hypothetical. Our previous sprint produced a prospective paper in Nature Machine Intelligence, which was a strong deployment-centric findings with real research impact. And you can see the screenshot of the paper here, this slide. So mainly there are 3 prize categories for this hackathon. Winning teams are announced at 11th of June and prizes are awarded at the same day. So first category is the Promising Benchmark Award. It is for the entry with the strongest potential as a multimodal benchmark contribution. And the second category is Best Multimodal Idea. for the most original and compelling multimodal AI concept of the hackathon. And final category is the best demo for the most polished and convincing working demonstration on the day. Everything, demo presentation, winner announcement, and awarded prizes is on 11th of June, which is the workshop day 1. There are a couple of practical information you need to know before attending on hackathon. Participants, you are expected to bring your own laptop with any IDE of your choice and at least Python 3.11 plus installed. The internet is provided for you, the EduRoam and the guest Wi-Fi details will be provided on the day of hackathon, and the lunch and refreshments will be provided as well on the 3 days. For the further logistical details, such as environment setup instruction and any additional requirements, we will include all of these information in the participant briefing sent on 4th of June. So basically, there are 3 days. The first day is for hackathon and 10th of June. All of them are in one venue and one community. All of them are co-located in the same place. For 10th of June, which is the day of hackathon, your work will start at 9:30 and will finish at 6 p.m. You will build, audit, and push your work in the hackathon day. At the 11th of June, which is the workshop day 1, the hackathon demo presentation, you present your work, what you build, why you built, and the judge will score you. The winners will be announced and the prizes are awarding. At the second day of the workshop, 12th of June, it is the continue of the workshop, and the best community talk and posters winners are announced and prizes are awarded. You will have the opportunity to network with principal investigators across UK universities. You will have chance to meet domain experts, founders, and industry partners, and yes, lunch and refreshments provided across all 3 days. The location is at 1 Pool Street, London, with the postcode of E22AF. So here is a timeline of the day of the hackathon. You will arrive and settle in by 9:30. We will set the scene and you will pick a strand and form a team by 10:30. So your work will start through 2 phases during the day. Phase 1 is building and the phase 2 is evaluation and report. You will have time after 6 p.m. for a submission of your work. As I explained previously, the presentation of your work will be the next day, which is day 1 of the workshop, 11th of June. So these dates are for your information. You can save them. The 4th of June is when the registration will close, and strand materials and briefs sent out to all the registered attendees, such as notebooks or strand guides. The 10th of June is the hackathon, starting from 9:30 to 18. The 11th of June is the demo presentation of your hackathon work, winners announcement, and prize awarded. And the second day of the workshop is for continuing of the workshop and the best talks and poster winner announcement. There are some QR codes here you can scan for register for the workshop, and the second QR code is scanning to register for the hackathon. You can see the URL link for the hackathon details webpage. You can check all the details in the webpage, and there is a contact email for further communication. If you have any question regarding the workshop or hackathon, you can just send us email. So, who are eligible to attend this hackathon? First of all, hackathon is open to everyone, but at least one team member must be registered for the Multimodal AI’26 workshop. The eligible participants are graduate students, postdocs, and research staff, industry researchers and engineers, and also clinicians, housing officers, and safety inspectors. You don't need to be a specific coder. The domain expertise win here as well. For example, if you are a clinician, you belong on a team, and if you're teaming with technical members, there is no prior need for machine learning experience for you. Also, solo registration is welcomed, and team formation runs from 10:20 to 10:30 on the day of hackathon. Finally, cross-disciplinary teams are explicitly rewarded by the judging criteria on the 11th of June, which is the first day of the workshop. Okay, here is the section 3. We reached here for question and answers. If you have any questions, answers about the hackathon strands and format, judging, eligibility, you can drop your questions. Yes, and there is a QR code for the Discord channel for the UK domain. You can easily scan the QR code to join the Discord channel for UK domain community talks. There are more information about the hackathon and also about UK domain plans.
This one, Dan Hao.
Yeah, you can on your mic and ask the questions.
Please unmute and ask your
And
question.
you can ask your question, yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
If you have any questions, you can ask in the Q&A, or you can raise your hand and unmute yourself and ask the questions, or you can even give the question in the chat.
Hello.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, please give us a second, we will fix it.
We'll fix the audio problem.
Can you try again to speak?
Hi, can you hear me?
Please speak. Yeah, but it's not coming.
I think, yeah.
Hello.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear
We
you.
can hear you now. Yeah, sorry.
Hi, okay, thank you. So I want to ask because I will departure from another city that day. Might be late, like arrive in London around like 11 o'clock. So will it possible that I can join the meeting like partly online and the half of the day I will join in person, because I saw the rules that we need to join this in person. Thank you.
I think you just join the second when he arrived or when she arrived.
I think the best option will be for you is that join the Discord. So I'm just telling you, in the Discord is for the UKMN community. So we'll post everything about like the hackathon or the workshops, and also like, yes, and also we'll match the like, we want actually everyone to communicate before the hackathon and try to match their team. So for example, if you come a bit late, like 11, you can still still know your team, and then after coming you can like already work on it. Or else if you don't find a team, I think after whoever will be late after coming, you can talk with the already formed team and can join their team. I think it's still not that late, I think. Yeah. I think that's answer your questions. If you have any other questions, yeah, you may ask.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
Another one, Xiaoyi Shu. Please unmute and ask your question.
Yes, it's me. So I have never been to a hackathon before, but I really like the idea. I do not have coding experience. I'm a clinician, but I'm really interested into working with those people who have engineer or coding skills to solve clinical questions. So I want to ask how I'm going to form a team. Do I have to come with an idea and already know who I'm going to work with, or we are going to share our ideas on the spot, then looking for those people who might have the same ideas or who will be interested in my ideas? Does that make sense?
Yeah. You want or me?
You want to?
Yeah. So the best way will be actually the first contact by the Discord. If you don't find anyone, so after the team formation, which will be first 10, right? I think the day. So after the team formation, the team will discuss about the problems we have, the strengths, and then they will discuss that what they will solve. So it will be a team play. So of course, so if you have like a technical member, of course we are encouraging one at least technical who knows AI. In your team, so we want a team like that, and then you can share your actually in this problem what can be actually done your case, and then you start working. So that's how we actually work in the hackathon. Everyone gives their input, and then decide everyone together, and then makes the plan that who will do what and how they can give input on the things. Maybe some can do some coding, but you can do some clinical inputs like visualization and all to give this is correct, and also maybe in the during the presentation you will be much larger, I think, to actually make sense, because as we told that we want to make it sense rather than just performance. So I think your contribution will be large in this case.
So in summary, you're saying I need to have a team prior to hackathon day, is that right?
Yeah, if you find it by Discord, we encourage to form a team because in the Discord channel you can talk in the chat. We'll have a matchup channel for the hackathon, but it's still lots of people. Yeah, I know everyone is busy, so might not find their team members, but on spot they can actually still have a discussion on it. So that will be the most, I think, possible way to do it, I think. Yes.
Cool, thank you.
And we're not having solo team, right? So it need to be around 2 to 3 people, right? Yes. So it need to be around at least 2 to 3 people as a team to form. As we told that we encourage in the judging criteria, encourage the multidisciplinary team. So yes. And also one thing I want to mention that we will encourage to use AI tools for if you want to use for coding and all. That I think makes life easier nowadays. So yes, you are welcome to use it in your problem solutions to make it better. Yeah.
Okay. So next question, Saqib Ahmed. Please unmute and ask your question.
Hi, Saqib is here. So basically, first question is can we get this slide after the session? And the second question is, we understand we need to build a team, and I have seen there are 3 or 4 themes with 2 directions. So based on my preference or the choices, I need to build a team with someone else, right? So what will happen in hackathon? So should we focus only one theme in one direction?
So
yes, for the slides, they are shared after the meetings with all the participants in the webinar. And for your second question, yeah, it is possible for you to form a team with one direction if you want.
So
I think one team, one problem would be better, because you will be working as a team with 2 or 3 people and solving one problem, which is actually connected to, I think, I forgot to mention, is connected to our OMAID projects under the UCOMAID. That would be better, I think. Yes, of course, yeah. And I know what you actually mean by that. Okay, some people might have some clash with ideas and all. I think that's actually part of hackathon, and you can learn from it actually how to work in a team. If it's your first time, I still remember I did hackathon in like Bristol. We had lots of clash, but at the end of the day, the product was like very good, the hackathon one, because we came to a decision. So that's also actually team play. You will know that if you are a team player or not. So yes, I hope that's answered your question.
Yeah, so, thank you very much for the answer. So for my understanding, like if I have a team with the same focus, like same problem, would be much better for final outcome, right?
Yes, sure. Yeah.
And okay, so then another follow-up question is like you asked, we need to bring a laptop and you guide the proper instructions. Okay, so for the multimodality, we need to run something in GPU, right? So do you think, like, for my understanding, like laptop doesn't have the GPU, so we need to use our internal or remote access in another GPU or something. So does hackathon allow? I mean, in the hackathon day, does have any facility to use GPU, or we have to manage our own GPU computation?
Okay, so basically for this hackathon, you don't need to have a great computational resources, because we are using some lightweight models in the trainings, in the notebooks and training cells, and there is no need for GPU running and things like this. So it can be easily run your own laptop, and you need to just, analyze and evaluate the outputs.
Okay, let me comment there for your question. And while you may not necessarily need GPU to carry out any of the strands, but if you, in a way, maybe require GPU to run it, we suggest you use the public available tools like Colab, Google Colab. You could run you could run it there, and that will be fine. But in all, the demo we'll be sharing uses just light models that can easily run on your CPU computer.
Okay, so okay, so thank you very much. Sorry, maybe I'm asking a lot of questions. So just
no, it's fine. I think that's actually make it more clear our hackathon. Thank you for asking the question. Actually, I'll just add is that the data is actually our main criteria is creativity. What we want to do. It's not about the performance and all. So the problems that will give the strengths and the data will provide are not like a large data that you need a lot of GPU to process or something like that. It will be small data or like a very thing. But the main thing for this hackathon is the beyond performance. So we want to see your creativity. That's why if you see the prize awards, the criteria are not as the standard hackathon you will see. This is different, depends on the best demo, then best ideas, multimodal ideas, and then you have for what, like another one. Yeah. So that's the main thing what we want, and also of course to like communicate and know each other's during the hackathon and become a team player. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. And sorry, my final question. Okay, so you mentioned like a lightweight model, and you from the hackathon you we will get the data set. So we will get only the data set, or we will also get the fixed couple of lightweight models name or something, or we should pick our own model, or like from our experience or something?
Yeah, you will likely pick from your experience. We are not tying anyone to specific model to use, yes, but you can explore, and that's why we leave that open to you to decide.
Yeah, to make you so that more creative like ideas comes from all of you. rather than tight you on some other some models. So yes, you are free to on that part. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate it.
Is there any question?
Yes. If you want to ask any more questions about the hackathon, do raise your hand or just put give it in the chat. We'll answer your questions. That makes, I think, it's more transparent, the hackathon, and know more about it. This is the chance for you. Yeah. Yes.
Dan Hao, please.
Sorry, I want to ask again. So if I understand correctly, so the group will be allocated by you, or we need to look for our own group member?
So we encourage, actually, that's why we actually created the Discord. We encourage you to form the team, not ourselves. We don't want to type, but we will encourage that if you, for example, you are a clinical expert, then to form a team with maybe some AI technical expert. And also, if you are an AI technical expert, try to build a team with maybe a clinical expert. Or the idea, for example, if you are want to work on the housing one, if you are expert on the housing, maybe try to find the AI expert, something like that. So the AI expert will be in the between, the being in the loop. So yes, I think like we suggest to like make yourself, and on the spot, if we don't find team, then of course we'll help you and guide you to find a team which suits you the most. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. So does that mean that we will like have a brief introduction in the slides, and also check other people's like brief introduction and we'll look for them? Is that correct, or how do we do that in practical?
So that's why I will encourage, we will encourage everyone to join the Discord channel, and there is a text channel under the Multimodal AI 26 Hackathon, and there we can actually introduce yourself first, that what you do and all, and then introduce each others, and then you can actually make a team in there. Or else maybe on the spot you can talk with each others and know your expertise and then form a team. So that's actually how we planned. Yeah.
And that is on 10th of June, right?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, so yeah, sorry. So that's like if I can't participate that like early, so I might miss that. Is that possible? So like if I arrive later, I might miss that session, right?
Yes, so that's why I encourage you to do it maybe if you find it on Discord, of course, or else.
If you arrive late, you're still able to join.
Yeah, you can still join if you arrive late. You can actually that time you can actually go to each team and see what they're working on the problem, and then maybe join which problem suits you, and maybe tell them, okay, I want to join or something like that. So you can still join. So that's how whoever maybe might not make it too early, maybe if they want to come a bit, they came a bit late, then maybe yeah, they can actually still join. And work on it, because the hackathon run till 6 p.m. I think, yeah, and then so there's a plenty of time to still give your inputs. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
So there's a question in the chat. The Discord link is invalid, and also I checked it.
It's fine.
No, it's invalid to me as well. I just tried it.
Right. Checked it yesterday and give it. Scan. So the scan. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. It got expired. Yeah.
So, Carrie, thank you for raising this issue, and we will fix it, and we will send. We will update the link for the support channel, and send email after this event.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for
Any questions? If no more questions, I think we can proceed. Mohammed? Yes, please.
So for the closing remarks and the other sections, I will hand over to my colleague, Charles. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining today. It has been really engaging, and we are glad to hear you share your share in the vision of this year's hackathon. We are excited, really excited, to see how you will explore the data and work with the demos that will be sent on the day. Before the day, on the 4th of June. And we'll also be excited to see how you will turn your ideas into evidence-driven and trustworthy multimodal AI solution. So we'll look forward to your participation on the 10th of June. Thank you very much.